and welcome to another episode of Producing Your Podcast. Today we're going to deal with the issue of putting together a studio. Now the elements that I have today are for having a portable studio. So here's what we need to create a podcast studio for less than $300. Now here I have a laptop, but you don't necessarily have to have a laptop. You can also have a standalone PC or a desktop, and you can also use a Macintosh. Any of those things are possible, but for our situation today, we want to be portable so that we can take our equipment and go to a hotel room if we're going to a large convention or something and we want to talk with people, and if we want to have, maybe you want to have a sit-down gathering with a bunch of people and discuss issues, or it's just going to be you or a one-on-one situation. So today I have my laptop because that's portable. So let's talk about software. There are several softwares you can use. There's Adobe Audition, there's GarageBand, there's Audacity. Audacity is free. Adobe Audition is a couple $100. Audacity is free. So depending on your budget and the quality of podcasting that you want to do or that you want to present, you're going to want to use a better quality software. Okay? So here I have Adobe Audition 1.5 up, but then you also have 2.0, and now, just recently, Adobe has released 3.0. Okay? And it's about $350 for Adobe Audition. Okay. The first element I want to discuss, I have here the Samson Q7 microphone. It's fairly inexpensive, yet it's got some really good quality bass to it. It's got some good depth to it. It's the Samson Q7. Okay, it's got a built-in shock absorber so it can handle taking some shock, and it picks up high frequencies and the highs really well. This microphone retails for between $60 and $80. It's an excellent microphone. If you have it within your budget and you want a higher or a better quality microphone, there's of course the Shure SM58. That one's a little more expensive, is a little bit higher of quality. For a cheaper or a less inexpensive microphone, you have the Samson Q7. Okay? Another element that we want to look at is the headphones. You want a good quality pair of headphones, but you don't want to spend a lot of money unless you have a large budget. I also have another Samson CH700. Now this is the studio reference headphones. It's got a lot of padding, it's got some nice cardioid speakers on the inside, fully adjustable, so if you have a large head or if you have a big poofy fro on top of your head, they will fit just well. These cost anywhere from $30 to $60 depending on where you get them. You shouldn't spend more than $35 over the internet if that's where you can purchase them from. Okay. Another thing you're going to also want is a good microphone stand. You can have the microphone stand that's like a boom, or you can have a regular mic stand that you can use on stage. Microphone stands range anywhere from $20 to $50. Okay? Now another important piece of the puzzle for our equipment is what I'm holding here is the Alesis MultiMix 8, and it's a USB piece of equipment, which means I can take it and plug it directly into my computer. I can put it into my laptop, into my desktop, or I can plug it into a Macintosh. Now what's nice about this is I can plug in 4 microphones, so I can literally have in my studio 4 people, and we can be discussing issues or topics, whatever your podcast is about. Okay, it's got 100 28-bit onboard preset effects. So it's got flange, it's got delay, it's got chorus. You can do a variety of things with the effects if you want. Okay, you can change the pitch a little bit. You can do all kinds of stuff. It's an excellent piece of equipment. You should not spend more than $150 to maybe $200 max. Now you can find it on the internet for about $149. But if you're going to spend any more than that, then you might want to purchase a different piece of equipment. but for $150, this is an excellent piece of equipment. This, along with your microphone and your headphones plugged into your computer, you should be able to put together a really nice production and a really nice podcast that you can deliver over the internet. You can also use it for doing vodcasts if you're doing video. You can plug a lot of your sound effects through this. You can plug your sound through this. You can also hook up a second input. So if you're going to be talking, you can have a DAT recorder, you can have a CD player or another computer running through here playing additional music or additional effects while you're talking. And this is the Alesis MultiMix 8, and it's a USB piece of equipment. Now there's also another one that has a FireWire connection. The FireWire has faster transfer speed, but that one's a little more expensive and you don't necessarily need FireWire unless you have that kind of equipment. Okay? Another nice thing about this piece of equipment is if you have a low quality piece of microphone, if you have a poor quality microphone or a really inexpensive microphone that doesn't pick up the highs and the lows really well, this has what's called a phantom switch. Boost on the phantom switch and it will boost the power of that microphone and actually give it a better sound, a better quality sound. Okay? Everything that you need is right here in this one little box for $150. So, between your microphone, the Alesis MultiMix, and a cheap, inexpensive pair of headphones, you should be able to come up with a really nice podcasting studio. And if you're using a laptop, then you can take your studio with you. Okay, another element that you may want to add to your equipment is what's called a pop filter. A pop filter, what it does is it gets rid of all of the plosives and the sibilants that show up in your podcast. So if you're saying please, if you're saying stop, those puffs of air that come out of your mouth, what they do is they wreak havoc on your podcast. And it will make your meter go from maybe -2 to +6. Okay? And so when you listen back to it, you'll be hearing, "Hi, my name is Joe Blow, and would you please come to my house?" And what those puffs of air, what they do is they hit the diaphragm of the microphone, and it creates additional sound and distortion in your podcast. So if you can get those out of there, then you want to use a pop filter, and the pop filter will screen out that stop, that cycling sound, that please, that puff of air that comes from your mouth. Now, when you use it, you might want to use it maybe 2 to 4 inches so that you still keep the ambiance and the depth of your voice. And for more information on your own pop filter, visit us at podseek.net, click on the production link, and you will find a complete tutorial on building your own pop filter. And you can do it for less than $10. So, that's it for today. Please visit us at podseek.net, and I hope you enjoyed this video.